Aquatic life refers to the organisms and living creatures that inhabit water environments, such as lakes, rivers, oceans, and ponds. This includes a wide range of species, from microscopic plankton to fish, amphibians, reptiles, mammals, and various forms of marine and freshwater life. Aquatic life is adapted to living in water and plays a crucial role in aquatic ecosystems. The number of aquatic species in the world is incredibly vast and not precisely quantified due to the immense diversity of life in aquatic environments. It's estimated that there could be hundreds of thousands to possibly millions of different aquatic species, ranging from microscopic organisms like phytoplankton and zooplankton to large marine mammals and everything in between. New species are continually being discovered, and the total number is likely to increase as our understanding of aquatic ecosystems grows. Aquatic life can be divided into various subdivisions or categories based on different criteria. Here are some common ways to categorize aquatic life. Saltwater versus freshwater. Aquatic life can be broadly divided into saltwater, marine life, which includes organisms living in the oceans and seas, and freshwater life, which includes species inhabiting rivers, lakes, and ponds. Size. You can categorize aquatic life based on size, from microorganisms like plankton to small and large fish, marine mammals, and even gigantic creatures like whales. Habitat. Aquatic life can be categorized based on the specific habitats within aquatic environments, such as coral reefs, kelp forests, estuaries, open ocean, deep sea, and more. Taxonomy. You can classify aquatic life based on the taxonomic groups, including categories like fish, mammals, mollusks, crustaceans, and so on. Ecosystem roles. You can group aquatic life based on their ecological roles, such as producers, phytoplankton, consumers, fish and marine mammals, and decomposers, bacteria breaking down organic matter. Adaptations. Another way to categorize aquatic life is based on their physical and behavioral adaptations to their aquatic environment, such as pelagic species, living in open water, or benthic species, living on the ocean floor. Warm water versus cold water. Some categorize aquatic life based on the temperature of their habitat, distinguishing between warm water and cold water species. The specific method of subdivision may vary depending on the context, research goals, or the particular aquatic ecosystem under consideration. Saltwater, marine, and freshwater aquatic life exhibit several key differences and distinctions. Salinity. The most obvious difference is the salt content of the water. Saltwater environments have a higher salinity level compared to freshwater environments. Marine organisms are adapted to this higher salinity, while freshwater organisms have adapted to a lower salt concentration. Species diversity. Marine environments are often more diverse in terms of species, hosting a wide range of marine life, including fish, corals, sharks, whales, and countless others. Freshwater environments have their own diversity with species like various fish, amphibians, and insects, but it's generally lower than in marine environments. Osmoregulation. Saltwater organisms have evolved efficient osmoregulation mechanisms to expel excess salt and retain water. Freshwater organisms, on the other hand, constantly face the challenge of taking in water and eliminating excess internal salts. Habitats. Saltwater habitats can include coral reefs, open ocean, kelp forests, and more, while freshwater habitats consist of rivers, lakes, ponds, and wetlands. Nutrient availability. Marine environments often have higher nutrient levels, which can support the growth of phytoplankton and zooplankton, forming the basis of marine food chains. Freshwater environments may have lower nutrient levels in comparison. Size of organisms. Some of the world's largest organisms, such as whales and large sharks, are found in saltwater environments. Freshwater environments typically host smaller species, with some exceptions like large freshwater fish. Threats. Both saltwater and freshwater environments face various threats, including pollution, habitat loss, and overfishing. However, these threats can have different impacts on the respective aquatic ecosystems. Economic importance. Both saltwater and freshwater environments are economically significant for fisheries, tourism, and transportation. Saltwater fisheries tend to be more prominent due to the higher value of marine species. Conservation. Conservation efforts are essential in both saltwater and freshwater environments to protect biodiversity and maintain the health of these ecosystems. It's important to note that these comparisons are generalizations, and there is a wide range of variability within both saltwater and freshwater ecosystems. Each type of environment is home to unique and specialized species that have adapted to their specific conditions. Human activities have significant impacts on aquatic life and their ecosystems, leading to various environmental challenges. Some of the key impacts on aquatic life include pollution. Pollution from industrial and agricultural runoff, sewage, oil spills, and litter can contaminate water bodies, harming aquatic life. Chemical pollutants, such as heavy metals and toxic chemicals, can be particularly harmful to fish and other organisms. Habitat destruction. Urban development, deforestation, and dam construction can alter or destroy aquatic habitats. Wetlands, estuaries, and mangroves are often drained or filled in for human purposes, which can disrupt the life cycles of various aquatic species. Overfishing. Overfishing, often driven by commercial interests, can deplete fish populations, leading to the collapse of fisheries and disrupting marine food chains. It can also lead to the endangerment or extinction of certain species. Climate change. The rise in global temperatures due to climate change impacts aquatic ecosystems by causing ocean acidification, coral bleaching, and altered water temperatures. These changes can be detrimental to many marine organisms. Invasive species. The introduction of non-native species, whether intentionally or accidentally, can have devastating effects on native aquatic life. Invasive species can outcompete, prey on, or disrupt the ecosystems of native species. Water extraction. The extraction of large volumes of water from rivers and lakes for agriculture, industry, and domestic use can alter water flow and levels, affecting aquatic habitats and fish migration. Eutrophication. Excess nutrients from fertilizers and sewage can lead to eutrophication in freshwater bodies, causing algal blooms that deplete oxygen levels and harm fish and other aquatic organisms. Harmful algal blooms. Some algal blooms produce toxins that can harm or kill aquatic life, contaminate shellfish, and impact human health. Noise pollution. Underwater noise pollution from shipping, construction, and military activities can disrupt communication, navigation, and behavior of marine animals, particularly marine mammals. Plastic pollution. Plastics in the form of microplastics and larger debris can enter aquatic ecosystems, posing ingestion and entanglement risks to marine and freshwater life. Efforts to mitigate the impacts of humans on aquatic life are diverse and include various conservation measures, policy changes, and sustainable practices. Some ongoing efforts to protect and restore aquatic ecosystems and their inhabitants include marine protected areas, MPAs. The establishment of MPAs and marine reserves helps protect marine biodiversity by limiting or prohibiting certain human activities within designated areas. This allows marine life to recover and thrive. Sustainable fisheries management. Implementing sustainable fishing practices, such as catch limits and seasonal closures, helps prevent overfishing and allows fish populations to recover. Waste management. Improved waste management and recycling programs aim to reduce plastic pollution in aquatic environments, which can be harmful to marine life. Reducing pollution. Stricter regulations on industrial discharge, sewage treatment, and runoff are helping reduce pollution in aquatic ecosystems. Efforts to minimize nutrient pollution and control toxic substances are ongoing. Restoration projects. Restoration initiatives, such as wetland restoration and dam removal, aim to improve aquatic habitats for native species. Invasive species control. Management and eradication efforts target invasive species that threaten native aquatic life. Climate change mitigation. Mitigating climate change through reduced greenhouse gas emissions is crucial to minimize its impact on aquatic ecosystems. This includes efforts to transition to renewable energy sources and increase energy efficiency. Conservation programs. Conservation organizations and government agencies work to protect endangered aquatic species through breeding and habitat restoration programs. Scientific research. Ongoing research helps monitor the health of aquatic ecosystems and understand the impacts of human activities. This research informs conservation strategies. Environmental education. Public awareness and education programs inform people about the importance of aquatic ecosystems and encourage responsible behavior to protect them. International agreements. Treaties and agreements like the Convention on Biological Diversity, the Ramsar Convention on Wetlands, and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals contribute to global efforts to protect aquatic life. Community engagement, involving local communities in the conservation and sustainable management of aquatic resources, is critical for long-term success. Efforts to mitigate the impacts of human activities on aquatic life require collaboration at local, national, and international levels and a commitment to sustainable practices and policies.